From tomorrow, our rabbis tell us, says the Talmud, the 3 days of darkness came to the world. The 8th of Tevet, which is tomorrow, the 9th of Tevet, and the 10th of Tevet, very famous one, fast day. So in these 3 days, terrible things happen to the Jewish people. And tomorrow, the 8th, is very, unfortunately, dark day for Jewish history. When Talmai, the king, we know, wanted to translate the Torah to Greeks, and he asked for 70 rabbis to translate. We know they changed exactly the right words. Whatever it is, our rabbis tell us that translating the Torah to other languages means, at that time, it is like the golden calf. What the golden calf did to Jews. This was the translation, when people rely on translation. Yeah? Unfortunately, others, based on translation to strengthen their faith. But translation of the Bible doesn't mean anything if you don't see it in holy tongue. We know, unfortunately, all YouTubes, showing how Christian understood, the truth of holy tongue. Well, what we are going now to show you, how much is in one word in the holy tongue. If you take the letter Hey in English, what it is, the shape, they say that it's like horn of the ox, look like it. Okay. If you look into the letter א-אלף in Hebrew, you can write a whole book about it. So this is what I'm going to show you, some interesting idea what the letter א-אלף, the first in the alphabet, teaches us in MATITYAH, in the form of it, in the full MATITYAH. We know that in English you have A, B, B, C, C. You don't have like in Hebrew, א-אלף, bet, gimel. א-אלף means teaching, learning. Bet means a house, understanding. Gimel means granting to the poor, helping. Okay. Every word has 3 letters, and according to the Kabbalah, there's 3 letters. You get the 3 parts of the soul. It means we have the neshama, the soul in the brain, the spirit in the heart, and the nefesh in the liver. So the first letters of the Hebrew root, the most important one, like neshama, the second letter, and the third one is like the description of what. So it's a lot behind the Hebrew letters, the number of letters. But I want to show you now what is one letter, א-אלף, the first letter. What is the English word A? I think it's very important. It's really, unfortunately, this is exactly the idea that what our rabbi said, the translation the Torah is like the golden calf. What is golden calf? Beauty, it's dancing, and it's so nice, gold, but inside is nothing. The same thing, translation of the Bible, Hebrew, well, it is exactly the same thing. Maybe nice English, no doubt. Yeah, my book translated beautifully to English, good translator, also old school people like Shlomo Ashri, Fuchs, and others. Beautiful English. But when you miss the Gematria, the full meaning of it, the meaning of the letter, nothing. This is in fact the trouble. Yes, religions try to bring translation from the Bible, and not exactly what the Hebrew letters represent in this verse. So let us hear, very important. In fact, the 3 days, the second dark day is the day when Ezra and Nehemiah passed away. The great contribution to the Hebrew, really, Ezra brought bear the real Hebrew letters, the old one. The third one is the beginning of the besieging of Jerusalem, So let us hear now what is behind the letter א-אלף. I gave a lecture about it in Hebrew, but today in English, and we are going to speak on the word א-אלף. א-אלף. Now, speaking of the word א-אלף, speaking of the letters, 3 letters א-אלף. As you see that every letter has a meaning, and when they come in different combination, different words comes out. Now this is really the richest of the Hebrew language, the Holy Tongue. Like in Hebrew, when you say א-אלף, you are saying a lot. In English, when you say A, what is A? A. So, what we are going to see today is how much is behind one letter in Hebrew, letter א-אלף. So the letter א-אלף has 3 letters, א-אלף, למד, פ. א-אלף, למד, פ. These are the 3 letters. The numerical value of the letter א-אלף is the first letter, the beginning of all the 22 letters. And therefore its importance as the beginning, this is by God, is called א-אלוף, which is basically letter א-אלף. So letter א-אלף, א-אלוף. God is א-אלוף of the word. God is א-אלוף, ulpan, which is teaching. It says that the word א-אלף also is to teach. Like we have in Proverbs, when zin ha'fecha chokhmah, I will teach you wisdom. So א-אלף is to teach. So א-אלוף is really a teacher. And God is a teacher. He gave us the Torah. So the letter א-אלף is the first letter. Therefore, numerical value of א-אלף, the gematria of א-אלף is 1. Beginning of everything. Then we have, which is called in Hebrew, gematria מלאה, full gematria. So what is full gematria? When you take the gematria of the 3 letters, א-אלף, למד, פ. So א-אלף is 1, למד is 30, פ 55. This is called full gematria. Now this definitely have very deep meaning of it. And you have another gematria, simple gematria of the letter א-אלף, למד, פ. So let us still start with a simple one. It means א-אלף is 1, א-אלף, למד, למד is 30, so 31, and p is 80. So this is really the gematria of the 3 letters. Gematria of the 3 letters. And 1 plus 3 plus 80, 111, which is 1, 1, 1. Amazing. Again, the number 1, 3 times, singles, tens, hundreds. What it means. So definitely all these things have to do with Kabbalah. All the language, all the letters, everything is basis of Kabbalah. So in Kabbalah, this Ramchal says, he says the singles, 1, 2, 3, singles represent the physical. The physical is condensed, limited. The tens represent the higher level, which is really in Kabbalah known to be the world of formation. עולם היצירה, עולם העשייה. עולם היצירה is already higher dimension of it, and this is another part, the letter א-אלף in the higher level. Then you have 100, which is against the word of creation, which is 100. This is the dimension of the א-אלף in this world. So really, א-אלף, fully, א-אלף, למד, פ, 111, single, 10, and 100 represent much wider picture of what the א-אלף is. Yeah? Unity in all these 3 words. It's very interesting to point out that in the Torah you have numbers 1, singles, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s. The 10,000 in the Torah is called Rebava. Rebava. רבבות, 10,000s, millions we don't have, definitely not millions. Yes, when you want the number millions, you have to make 10 רבבות. But no, why? Why you have only 5 kinds of counting numbers, single, as we said, tens, hundreds, thousands, and 10,000s? Because numbers are parallel to the soul, neshama, so the verse. Now, there are, as you know, basically 5 verses. You can see it's coming in the letters of God, which is Yud Ke Vav Ke, and on the top of the Yud you have like a stroke. Now this stroke indicates to a very high level, where the Yud is the word of emanation, creation, formation, it means there is a 5th one, which is really the highest. And these are the 5 parts, the 5 verbs. Those 5 countable numbers. So when you speak about Revava, 10,000 really indicates to the highest of all this, the 5th one. The same thing, man has 5 parts to his soul. Yeah. You have, which is called in Hebrew, Yechidah, the unique word. Chaya, the living one. You have the neshama, the soul, in the brain. And you have the ruach, the spirit, in the heart. And the nefesh is the lowest soul, in the liver, the physical, in the blood. So in Hebrew, it is nefesh in the liver, ruach, balev, neshama, moach. And the upper ones are the halo, the aura. These are the 2 lights above the body. Yeah, today you can see through these certain cameras. But basically, these are the 5 parts of the neshama, and those 5 numbers represent also these 5 stages. So everything has a meaning, you know. So therefore, looking on the א-אלף, as we said, is 111. This is really what we have in our body. It means hundreds against the neshama, the soul, the brain, the tens against the heart, the emotion, and the single is 111. 3 together. This is 3 parts, definitely. So this is the א-אלף, as we said, when we take the numerical value of the 3 letters of it. Which in Hebrew, as we said, almost every letter have 2 or 3. In English, as we said, you have A, B, C, nothing. So let us see now more about it. So, what we have more? In the א-אלף, meaning. That's the meaning of the letters. So we said א-אלף, clearly, studying, learning. What is lamed? Also learning, but also teaching, lamed. It is interesting to note that א-אלף and lamed are basically letters in God's name. Kel, Elokim, א-אלף lamed, Eloka. The letter lamed, like the letter א-אלף, is combined of few letters. The א-אלף combined of Yud on top, as you can see, and you have the letter Vav, and the letter Yud. Yud up, Vav is like the line which joins them up and down, and Yud down. So Yud is 10, Yud is 10, 20, and Vav 6, together 26,